tonight for supper, we're making a 1-sheet pan shrimp dinner. This turned out delicious, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So we're going to start by preheating our oven to 375. While that's working, we're going to chop up some potatoes. I used 2 large potatoes. I wanted to make a lot for this meal because I knew we would have leftovers, and that way we could eat it tomorrow for our lunches. I like to do that often when I cook, is to make extra, and that way we can have leftovers or we can use it in our lunches. So I just seasoned my potatoes with salt, pepper, and this garlic roasted McCormick seasoning. But of course, use anything that you like and that you have on hand. Just remember to put oil on your potatoes to keep them from sticking to the foil. And then once you get all your seasonings, just give your potatoes a good little massage and get everything seasoned well. I'm going to recommend, if you're going to make a big batch of this, use a bigger sheet pan than what I have. This is the biggest one I have currently. I had a bigger one, but my husband took it camping last year and he left it there, and I keep forgetting to buy another one. So anyway, I would use a bigger sheet pan if you're going to make a large amount of this. That way everything cooks evenly and that you have more room to spread everything out to get that crispy crust on the outside of your veggies. So I'm going to go ahead and get my potatoes started. I knew they would take the longest, so I went ahead and put them in for about 15 or 20 minutes. While that was baking, I decided to cut up some zucchini, squash, and green onions. And of course, you need to season every layer in this dish, so I added some more salt, pepper, and that roasted garlic seasoning. So I knew I wanted a butter element to this dish, so I melted 4 tablespoons of butter, and then I added a good helping of garlic paste. Of course, you can use fresh or garlic powder if that's what you have on hand. And then I just season it with salt and pepper, and then I just give that a good mix to get everything well combined. So while I was cooking, I decided to make some minute rice. That way I would have that for lunches later in this week. I try to do that often when I cook. I just cook up a big batch of stuff. So there I just made my 5-minute rice, and then I just go ahead and add that garlic butter mixture, and I put some green onions in it and gave everything a mix with some salt and pepper. And then I wanted a little bit of something extra in it, so I remembered I had some spinach. So I went and washed up some spinach and put a handful of spinach into it. And let me tell you, this is such a simple rice dish, but it's absolutely delicious. Just, so good. And just like that, you got a 5-minute rice dish that you can use any night of the week. So now I took my potatoes out of the oven, and I'm going to give everyone a flip. As you can see, mine stuck a little bit. I didn't use a lot of oil, and then I had that cheap foil that I got from the Dollar General. That stuff is so thin, like it just rips and stuff. But anyway, that's what I had on hand. So now I'm just giving my potatoes a flip, and then I'm going to season them again with salt and pepper. Now you get to add all your goodies that you prep. So I'm adding mushrooms, my zucchini, and my squash. Of course, you can use any veggies that you have on hand. You could use asparagus, bell pepper. You can use red onion, white onion. Now I've got all my veggies on there. I'm taking some of that garlic butter that I had made earlier, and I'm just scooping that on top, and then giving everyone a massage again to get out all that wonderful flavor incorporated. As you can see, I'm struggling keeping all of the veggies on the pan. Now I've got my shrimp here defrosted. I'm seasoning it with salt and pepper. I'm going to take my shrimp and smack that on top of the pan, and then add the garlic butter mixture with the lemon juice on top and pop that back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Don't forget to throw your leftover lemons in the oven too. They get roasted and the juices just get so concentrated. I don't know, it just does something with the lemons when you roast them in the oven. And then that way on your final dish, you can just take that roasted lemon and squeeze that over top. It just gives your dish a little bit of that something, a little something extra, a little pizzazz. Just takes it to a whole new level. Now that everything has come together in your one sheet pan, this was absolutely so delicious. And of course, the cleanup was easy, as you just take the foil off and throw it away, give your pan a rinse, and you are done. Thank you guys for watching and stopping by. It means so much to me, and I hope you're doing well.